This video comes to you in 5 parts. Part number 1, my hat. This is a hat I got at Nakakon. I think back in 2009. I didn't have much money for the vendor's room, so I did the whole Sunday rush, when everything is on a discounted price because they don't want to take it home. And I saw the Zelda hats, and I wanted one, but they only had 2 colors left. Green, which is arguably the most basic, and pink, which is something I had my eye on. But that's only because they were going to cut me a deal, because nobody bought a pink hat. And I don't know why. They were kind of cute. Part number 2. I have grave news. The only responsibility I've had for the costumes for the upcoming Nakakon is that I had to create the Ouroboros tattoos for the homunculi costumes. And I failed. Basically, I was going for the stencil approach. And as you can see, a little rough around the edges, and from the ink on my hands, it didn't work out too well. It made me blitz over to Amazon.com to order some temporary tattoos, and hopefully those get in before the convention, which is in 8 days from I can tell from my bracelets, since there's totally a watch. Actually, there is totally a watch. It doesn't hold time very well, though. Part number 3. Still reading this. It's been going good. I've got more of a substantial chunk taken out of it. It got uncomfortable, and then it got depressing. And it made me think about things that I don't typically think about, because I try not to think about them. This book forces me to think about it. Hoping there is some sort of a snappy ending at that one, because I don't want it to bump me out. I mean, most of the time, stories like these are going to end on a good note, unless they're terrible, and they just end on a sour note. Kind of like Return of the Jedi. I mean, who wants to listen to Ewok sing? And number 4. I've had a subscription to Game Informer ever since I've, signed up for it at the GameStop when the nice lady sold me a subscription. Only $14, you get this discount on used games, and also you get a point balance and a subscription to a magazine you're never going to read. I mean, that's not true. I'm going to read them eventually. I'm going to get bored and start reading them when they come out, but generally I'm not a magazine reader. But I thought, hey, it's a subscription, and it's totally not free because I'm paying $14 for it. So, got that subscription, except right now I don't have that subscription because for some reason I don't think I'm getting my mail. I think the last issue I've gotten was either November or December, which means I'm missing January and February, unless I got them and nobody told me my mail, which bugs me because in this house you either get the mail yourself or you don't get your mail. And it sucks because someone will jump the gun, grab the mail before me, and I'll find out like 2 weeks later that I either had a bill to pay or someone sent me a birthday card. And that's depressing to think about. Number 5. I've been suffering some nostalgia lately. I've been talking to my dad a lot because he's been trying to get a hold of one of my brothers, and he's been calling me to do that, which is odd because I'm not my brother's keeper, unless I totally am, and nobody told me, because I totally cook for them most of the time. But anyway, I've been suffering that, and I say suffering because nostalgia takes you out of the moment you're living in, and it's not always a good thing, but right now I feel like it's a good thing because it's making me remember where I came from, what I miss. And it's occurred to me that when I left that home and went on the move, I just left a lot of things behind. I left friends I don't talk to. I mean, I eventually found some of them on Facebook, but I still don't talk to them because I don't have anything in common with them anymore. I've left books, I mean comic books, novels. I can't even remember what all I've left there. I mean, I know there is at least one Battletech book, and I think I have Secret of NIMH there. I don't remember what other books I had. I had a lot of comic books as well. Mostly like corny stuff, but you know, stuff I'd like to read again to just see who I was when I was a kid. What I find the stuff I used to like boring, and the stuff I found boring something I like? I don't know, that's something I wonder. I want to revisit places of my youth and places of good memories like that, because I wonder how different I'll experience them now that I'm changed. That about does it. I'm going to cut this off now. Bye.